Hey guys, excited to be back with you. I hope you enjoyed the other video. Uh, we want to continue building on this idea of fixing our aim on Jesus. And so, building on our last conversation, I want to speak with you more in depth about the idea of our aim. And I think this is very important, and you'll see why as we continue on. So the verse that we're going to be looking at today is 2 Corinthians 5:9. It says, "Therefore we make it our aim, whether present or absent, to be well-pleasing to him." And the reason why it's important we develop this idea of aim is because we have a tendency to make time for the things that we value as important. We're all busy, especially in this day and age, full-time jobs, families, just the things that need to get done. We are all super busy. And I find it easy to make excuses for the things that we don't necessarily want to do. And it's hard to make time for the things that we don't value as important. We just don't. But I do find that no matter what's going on, I will make time for the things that I want. I will make time for the things that I value as important. Even though I may not have a lot of time, in that regard, I will put time aside, right? I will stay up a little longer, or I will wake up a little earlier. If it's something important, if it's something that I know needs to get done, or I want to get done, I will make time for it. I will make it important. And not to belabor that idea, but to be real with you guys, that's where we need to start, right? To be honest with ourselves, to be honest with God. I mean, he knows everything. There's nothing that we can hide from him, right? We can make ourselves feel better. Oh, I don't have enough time, right? But the reality is that you make time for the things that you want. Everything has a cost. So in the text, going back to it, he says, "Therefore, we make it our aim." Now, the phrase "make it our aim" can be translated in a few ways, but they all carry the idea of intention and focus. And I think that's why it is important that we develop and understand aim, right? In the shooting world, aim has the connotation of focus and intention. And especially when you begin to go into long range, right? Things really get turned up a notch, and that focus and that intention are crucial if we want to do what? Hit the target. And so in short, aiming is really us trying to hit the target. So this phrase, "therefore we make it our aim," carries the same focus, the same intention. It carries with it that same idea. The translations vary from to strive to bring something to pass, to be ambitious, or to work relentlessly, to pursue relentlessly. Now, with that being said, let me ask you, what are you working towards? What is your aim? If you were to stop right now and really think about your life, your effort, your intentions, where your money and time is being spent, what would that equal to? What are you ambitious about? What has your aim currently? Is it a better job, more money, nicer house, nicer things? Is it getting fitter? Is it being the best in a specific area? Is it being the best in sports? Is it seeking your own comfort or your own desires? That is a question that I really want us to begin thinking about. It's a question that I really want us to be honest with ourselves about. Because again, it's not about checking a box. None of this is about checking a box. None of this is about getting the right answer. Guys, like I mentioned last time, we are too far late in the game. Things are far too important. The cost of our actions are far too great to be playing this game of things looking good on the outside. We need to lay it all on the table, to be honest with God first and ourselves, and really allow him to search our hearts. I want to be real with you guys. That's what these conversations are. This isn't just to speak Christianese or to just continue on and just the status quo. No, this is to really call us out that we need to fix our aim. We need to first check our aim and realize that really we're off target. Let's look at the text again. So what's the aim, right? He says, seeking, whether absent or present, to be well-pleasing to him. Now, if I were to really ask you, is that really what you're seeking? To be well-pleasing to God? To please him? Is that really what the sum of your actions, your focus, your finances, is that what the sum of all that equates to? Or if we're being honest, have we sought to seek our own pleasure, to be well-pleasing to our own desires, to please our own flesh? And that's what this is about, guys. That's why it is important that we begin with fixing our aim. Why we need to call each other out to say, you'll make time for the things you want. You won't make excuses. In fact, you'll make excuses for the things that you want to do, right? Oh, well, it's because, I really need to stay on top of it. I really need to hit the gym every morning and make sure I'm fit. I mean, I know. I understand the excuses. I understand because I've been there. I've made excuses. But the reality is that time needs to be over. We need to stop and realize that our aim is off, that we haven't been focusing on him with the intensity, with the focus that we should have. So fixing our aim begins with realizing that our aim has wandered. Our aim has wandered off our original target. So what we need to do is reposition ourselves and our aim back on target. We need to identify the target and not let it ever out of our sights again. Because guys, the target, our aim, is that we will work with intensity and focus. We will be ambitious in that whether we live or die, our lives will be pleasing to God. So that we would hear the words, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." That is why we must begin, brothers, with our aim. And that is why I'm praying that we'll be honest with ourselves, that we'll not make excuses, that we'll realize that we don't have time to waste, and that we will come clean and be honest with God and ask him for his help. Ask him to fill us with the Spirit, to fix our sights back on him so that we can continue on and that our lives will be well-pleasing to God. So brothers, I'll be praying for you, and I look forward to seeing you next time. God bless.